Let me ask you something, Sam. Do you wake up early every day?
Define early.
Okay. Do you wake up before 7 a.m.?
I try, but most days my alarm rings and I ignore it.
So basically, you don't wake up early.
Hey, I wake up eventually.
Interesting. Because today, we're talking about daily routines. Welcome, English learners, to English with Ruth. I'm Ruth.
And I'm Sam. This is your one stop for everyday conversations and tips to help improve your English.
Exactly. We know how overwhelming learning a language can be, and we're here to help you on the journey. Videos are posted every day, so kindly subscribe not to miss any of our content. You know what I think, Sam? I think a lot of people say they wake up early, but they actually don't.
Ouch, calling people out already.
Yes, and by the end of this conversation, you'll be able to talk about your daily routine naturally, not like a robot.
Thank God, because I wake up, I brush my teeth, I eat breakfast. Sounds like a school exam.
Exactly. We're fixing that today. All right, let's start simple. Sam, what time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up around 7:30 a.m. But honestly, I stay in bed for like 20 minutes.
Ah, so you wake up, but you don't get up immediately.
Exactly.
You know, that's a big difference. Wake up means your eyes open. Get up means you leave the bed.
Really? I thought it was the same thing.
Nope, it's not. It's a common mistake people make all the time.
I'll take note of that.
So, what do you do after you get up?
First thing, I check my phone to see if anything important happened.
At 7:30 in the morning?
You never know.
Just kidding. Okay, better way to say that is, I check my phone as soon as I wake up.
I check my phone as soon as I wake up. Yeah, that sounds smoother.
Then what?
Then I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, and I wash my face.
Nice. However, instead of saying all the things related to personal hygiene, you can say, I freshen up.
Oh, I like that. So instead of saying everything, I can just say, I freshen up?
Exactly. It sounds more natural. Do you eat breakfast?
Not always. Sometimes I skip breakfast because I'm usually in a hurry.
Nice phrase. I'm in a hurry means you don't have enough time.
Exactly. I just grab coffee and run.
Perfect. I grab coffee sounds very natural.
What about you? You look like someone that wakes up at 5 a.m. to meditate.
Relax. I'm not that disciplined. I usually wake up at 6:30, but I stay in bed for a few minutes. Then I get up, make my bed, and open the windows.
You make your bed every day?
Yes.
Wow, responsible adult.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, wait. Let me tell you what happened yesterday.
Go on.
I woke up late, like really late. I looked at the time and I panicked because I had a meeting. So I jumped out of bed, brushed my teeth quickly, didn't eat anything, then I rushed out of the house. But here's the worst part. I forgot my laptop.
No way.
Yes, I had to go back home.
So your morning was chaotic.
Very chaotic.
Let's talk about your workday routine.
Let me be honest. My workday doesn't start when I get to work.
Oh, when does it start?
The moment I open my eyes. And remember, I have responsibilities.
So your stress wakes up before you do.
You can say that again.
All right, let's talk about your workday. Because a lot of people don't know how to describe this part naturally. What time do you usually start work?
I usually start work at 9 a.m., but I don't start working at 9.
Explain.
I arrive at work at 9, but I spend like 20 minutes just settling down.
Good phrase. I settle down.
Yeah, like I turn on my laptop, check emails, drink coffee.
Interesting. So what do you do during the day?
I answer emails, attend meetings, and work on projects. But sometimes, I just sit and stare at my screen. How do I say this? I do many things at the same time.
You can say, I multitask.
I multitask. That sounds advanced.
It's actually very common. I don't like multitasking because I will not be at my best. I prefer to do things one after the other.
On some days, I do things one after the other. But on other days, I multitask, especially when I am very busy.
That's understandable. People usually multitask when they have a lot on their plate.
Have a lot of my plate? What does that mean?
It simply means you're very busy. People generally multitask when they have a lot on their plate or when they're very busy.
Oh, I understand. I usually have a lot of my plate, so multitasking helps me deal with my responsibilities. Let me tell you something. Meetings are the worst part of my day.
Oh, really? Why?
Because sometimes the meeting should have been an email.
That is so true.
Yesterday, I had a meeting that lasted 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yes, and we didn't solve anything.
That's rough. That means the meeting was a waste of time.
It was definitely a waste of time.
Do you enjoy your job, Sam?
Some days, yes. Some other days, I just want to go home.
We have all felt like that. What do you do during your lunch break?
I usually eat lunch around 1 p.m. Sometimes I eat at my desk. Other times, I eat with my friends.
You can say, I grab lunch with my friends.
Doesn't grab mean to take something quickly?
That's one meaning. We could say, grab lunch, for example. This means to get lunch. It mostly used casually.
Ah, I see. Sometimes I grab lunch with friends.
Well done.
After lunch, the day pretty much continues the same way.
Okay, let's fast forward to after work. What do you do after work?
This is probably strange to hear, but after work, I'm a totally different person.
Really? Explain.
At work, I'm serious, focused, productive. After work, I just want to lie down and do nothing.
So you go from professional to horizontal.
Exactly.
What time do you usually get home?
I usually get home around 6 p.m.
What's the first thing you do when you get home?
I drop my bag and I lie down.
Immediately?
Immediately. No delay. Sometimes I say, I'll rest for 10 minutes. Then I wake up 2 hours later.
That's not a nap. That's a full reset. Do you cook dinner?
Sometimes. I usually order food or eat something quick. What about you?
I usually cook dinner. Then I eat while watching something.
Same. Watching something is part of the routine.
You know it. What's your go-to dinner?
Go to?
It means something you eat regularly. My go-to restaurant, my go-to dinner option, and so on.
Ah, yes. I like easy dinner options whenever I decide to cook. Nothing fancy, just simple. However, when I order food, I can be as fancy as possible.
Interesting. About watching something. Are you currently watching anything?
Oh, yes. I am currently watching Friends. This is my 3rd time of watching it all over again.
Friends is one show I can never get tired of watching. Now that you've mentioned it, I have to watch it again. Who's your favorite Friends character?
Easily, Chandler.
Why?
Because he is so sarcastic and funny.
You know, the first time I watched Friends, I didn't connect so much with his character until I watched it again. Chandler is such a funny person.
I watch Friends every time I can.
So it's like your comfort series.
What?
Comfort series. It's used to describe a movie or TV show that makes you feel good. It's like comfort food, which is a meal that is eaten to make you feel good, maybe because it feels nostalgic.
Oh yes, it's definitely a comfort series for me.
Do you ever plan to sleep early, but end up sleeping late?
Every single day. Yesterday, I told myself, I'll sleep early tonight. I got into bed at 10 p.m. Then I picked up my phone for just 5 minutes.
Let me guess. It was not 5 minutes.
It was an hour. I watched one video, then another, and suddenly it was midnight.
I can relate to that. I've also experienced that so many times. Now, one last thing.
What's that?
Your real daily routine is not just what you do. It's about how consistent you are. Let's talk about habits. What are your good habits, Sam?
I try to wake up early. I go to work on time, and I drink water.
I try to is a very useful phrase.
Because I don't always succeed.
What about your bad habits?
Where do I start? I sleep late, I spend too much time on my phone, and I skip meals.
Okay, those are very common. You can also say, I have a bad habit of sleeping late.
I have a bad habit of sleeping late. I also have a bad habit of spending too much time on my phone.
I'm curious, do you want to change your routine?
I want to, but it's hard.
How?
Because I always say, I'll start tomorrow, and I never do.
That's probably the most famous sentence in the world. A better way to say it is, I keep postponing it.
I keep postponing it.
What do you want to change?
I want to wake up earlier, eat better, and sleep on time.
These are very simple goals, but could also be quite difficult goals. Let's be real. Do you think you'll actually change?
Maybe, slowly. Right now, there's no pressure, so I'll take it slowly.
That's honest.
I think people try to change everything at once, and then they fail.
Exactly.
Maybe it's better to change one thing at a time.
You're right. It's better to take things one step at a time. And what time do you go to bed?
Usually at 9 p.m. You know what they say, early to bed, early to rise.
Very true. That brings us to the end of today's episode. Now we want to hear from you. How do you spend your day?
We would love to know what your daily routine looks like. So, leave a comment for us, telling us all about it.
Until next time, bye!